If you want to look good in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, even your 70s, your 80s, it's absolutely imperative that you stay natural for the rest of your life. If you stay natural, you trust the process, you don't jump on gear in your 20s and your 30s, and you build a great physique naturally over time, slowly but surely, then you are guaranteed to look good in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. The guys that fall off in their 40s and their 50s that give up the gym when they used to go to the gym in their 20s and 30s are the guys that were on gear, that jumped on gear young, that were impatient, that didn't have the foresight to look ahead and say, you know what, yes, I'm going to experience slower growth in my 20s, in my 30s. I'm not going to gain as much muscle mass as the guys on gear do in their 20s and 30s, but eventually when I'm in my 40s and 50s, I would have surpassed them because they would have fallen off. Gear is something that has tremendous short-term gain, but doesn't have very good long-term benefits when you get into your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. If you look at all the Olympia competitors in their 20s and 30s, then look at them in their 50s, their 60s, most of them have lost all their muscle. Most of them have got severe injuries, life-threatening injuries a lot of the time. They've fallen off, they've lost their gains, they're not what they used to be. If you look at someone who I believe is natural, and you guys are going to laugh at this, you guys might even think this is crazy for me saying this. If you look at Michael Hearn, he's 55, or maybe he might be a bit younger, 53, 54, not quite sure, but he's in his 50s. If you look at his physique, he's still in world-class shape because he's stayed natural his entire life. He looks the exact same at 55 as he did at 25. He's kept his gains because what you build naturally can be kept forever. What you build artificially on gear does not belong to you. It can only be kept in the short term. Michael Hearn still looks good because he trusted the natural process and stayed natural for the entirety of his career. I've only been training 6 years, but even in my young years, in my youth, I have the foresight to look ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to stay natural forever. I'm going to be a lifetime natty, never use gear, because when I'm 40, when I'm 50, when I'm 60, I'm still going to look good. Yes, I may not experience the short-term growth guys my age on gear are experiencing, but when I'm 50, 60, 40, in my 40s, I'm going to have surpassed them because of my patience. It's all about the long game. Don't focus on the short game, focus on the long game. That's the video today, guys. Not the longest, a short one. Just really hammering down the point of why you should stay natural. Please stay natural, stay healthy. Always think about your health and longevity. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendes Cartel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to this channel. And as always, long live King Charles III and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.